Hey guys, it's Monday. Just coming to the end of my ride now. Going to be about just under 2 hours really. Yeah, just nice and steady today. As obviously had a big day yesterday and pretty knackered last night after the race. At risk of beating a dead horse. Yeah, don't want to overdo it like I've done the last couple of weeks. So yeah, feeling all right, feeling fine today. But no need to push it. No need to do 3-4 hours. Just tap out 2 hours. Below zone 2, you know, feeling nice and under control. Back at Tameside tomorrow, so want to be recovered for some intensity, you know. Hey guys, it's Tuesday. I'm actually on the west side of Macclesfield at the moment, so it's 10 to 3 now. So this is actually the location of the 25-mile CTT Nationals, which is in like 5 weeks' time. So going to recon the course. So that'll take, so it's a 25-miler obviously, so we'll take about just an hour and a half steady ride on it, see what the course is like. Had a scout on Google Maps, but it's close enough that it makes sense to have a look at it. And then after that I'm gonna go to Tameside, which is just, I mean, I've already made my way across the Peak District, so close to Tameside as well now, so it's a relatively convenient route to do it. I mean, I've been planning on doing this for a couple of weeks, so yeah, just get out on the road bike, see what this course is like, see if there's anything major to be looking out for. Yeah, also going to go to the decathlon in Stockport to pick up a tri-suit, see what that's like, because they're only really weird. They only have it at a couple of locations across the UK, and Stockport was the closest one, and it's really easy to get to. I mean, it's literally on the way to Tameside, so I'll just pick that up on the way. But yeah, get out on the roads now. Right, ready to rock and roll. Pretty sure this is actually the lay-by that we'll be setting off from, so I'll just go up the road a little bit and start the ride. So hopefully couldn't find any segment, but if there's a segment, it'll get picked up. But I'll make the segment myself, you know, because it's a new course, this one. But I think they're running a TT next week or the week after on it, so should get an idea of the sort of time people are expected to do on it. It's not like a slow course like I originally thought, but it's definitely not the fastest. So yeah, we'll just get out and have a look what it's like. Good fun that. Might do the same again next week. So yeah, course seems good. It's not pancake flat. It's a little bit rolling, but nothing crazy. There's a few sharp uphill sections where you're obviously going to have to dig in more, but it's not too crazy. And the road is generally quite good. There are some pretty poor sections of road, but most of it is pretty smooth. And like, obviously you want to be making sure you're actually looking where you're going, because you will need to deviate from being like in that normal cycling position, and also like moving into more the center of your lane just to get the smoothest sections of road. But yeah, it looks like a good course, and it's decently fast, I reckon. A few roundabouts, but they're all like fast roundabouts, and I don't know how marshalling is going to work on the day with it. I like the course, so looking forward to doing the actual nationals in a couple of weeks' time. That'll be really good fun, and I'm going to win it, of course. We'll try. So yeah, like decently hilly, but it's rolling, it's manageable. Bit stressy with traffic, being in rush hour and getting from Stockport, but getting into Stockport was the worst. But yeah, we're here now. Got over an hour before the race, so get everything ready and yeah, get ready to go. Yeah, it's a nice day, obviously, really warm, so yeah, we'll see how we get on. Proper European sized decathlon, that makes sense why they had I picked up a tri-suit, because it's 40 quid and it's basically like a skin suit, and see how that is, just super cheap, extra race suit, probably, I don't know, maybe use it next year. Yeah, just some extra thing to have, really. Oof, rough week that was hard work. Yeah, definitely not at 100%. I'm not, there's nothing wrong, but yeah, I can tell I'm not at 100%, but yeah, still doing all right. Yeah, very early on I launched a couple of attacks, and I feel like I was making the race hard, but the counter attacks that came after my attacks ended up being the decisive ones. So because I'd attacked and I'd been on the front, the counter attacks come through. I'm it's so hard to respond from the front, so you wait for, so you have to hop on the wheel of when other guys come round. So I wasn't the one responding to the moves, and splits started happening, and the main breakaway, it got established like after my attack, like the counter attack after my attack is when the break got established, and I wasn't able to bridge to it. So that was a bit annoying, to be honest. I was kind of kicking myself, but oh well. I mean, I was probably in the having just attacked myself. It was definitely the hardest for me to get involved in that breakaway. So I can't be too annoyed that I missed it. But yeah, it's still missing the decisive break is just kicking yourself after that, really. But yeah, of the chasers, we became the chasing 5. I attacked them a couple of times trying to solo bridge, but I wasn't getting separation, and I wasn't making any inroads on the main peloton. So we basically just stayed away, half a lap away from the leaders for the whole race, and yeah, just rolling turns with those guys, and trying to slot on the wheel as best as possible, still doing work on the front. And after my recon earlier today, because I was obviously trying to get a little bit aero during that recon to move at decent speed, like not pushing the watts, but at least being in an aero position. My left tricep was just screaming. Oh my god! So for like the last half of the race, tricep was just stiff as a board. I mean, my back was pretty stiff as well, but like my left tricep was just screaming at me. But yeah, managed to survive, and I think I attacked with. I was second wheel coming into the last lap, and attacked with half a lap to go, and held on to win from my group, but that was like 6th or 7th overall. So yeah, a bit annoying, just annoying to have missed that break. But oh well, it happens. And like I said, it was definitely hard for me to. Obviously, I could have and should have got into that break no matter what the circumstances were, but it was hard for me to do that, having just attacked myself and end up being rolling back through the peloton, you know, and then that's when the counter attacks happen. But yeah, it happens. We'll learn. I mean, the learning would be just don't attack, just be a lazy bastard, just sit in all the time, only cover moves, never be proactive. But yeah, I felt like I had a nice opportunity to go for an attack, so I went for it and got a little bit punished for it. But oh well. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Right, get home now. Hi guys, it's Thursday. Just 2.5 hours steady today. Playing it safe, just on the comeback, so no need to overdo it this week. Got a big race on Sunday, so don't want to be cooked going into that. And just making sure I'm all feeling alright. And yeah, feeling good. Definitely wasn't at 100% yet racing yesterday, but that's to be expected after the loss of training. So main thing is I'm feeling good today, and we'll just continually ramp it up in the next few weeks leading up to nationals. So yeah. Okay, it's Thursday on the trainer for a session now. Should be about 90 minutes, and then get out on the bike for another hour after that, and do some water bottle taking practice with my mum. Did that yesterday. That was quite fun, because that's what I was planning to do at the weekend with the big road race I've got. I need to take on some water during the race, so I need to practice the feeding. Just working on the cooling protocol. And I've got a session today which is 4 by 10 minutes, 3-minute rest, 40-20 over unders. Probably going to be down on before, but yeah, just have a good crack at it. See what we got in the legs, really. Get the session finished. That'll be the main thing. Warm, obviously. Core body temperatures still getting up. It's not crazy high, which is good. So I've got my warm up done. Legs are ready to go, but I'm not overheating. That's the main thing. So then I'll take off the ice vest and get the session done, and yeah, see how we get on. There we go. Got it done. Finished the session, and yeah, feeling back to normal. Have to look what the power looks like, but felt pretty good. I was trying hard. I was working hard. Core body temperature got up to decently high, but pretty under control, really. Like definitely not into the red zone. 38.6, which is like mid heat training zone, really. But yeah, solid session in the bank, so that's a really good confidence booster going into the next few weeks of training, leading up to nationals. So yeah, happy with that. Obviously it's hot today, so it wasn't easy, and the cooling protocol seems to be helping, even if it's just 5%. Like, I need all the percentage I can get, really. If it's benefiting me, it's benefiting me, so why not? Hey guys, it's Thursday. Just got back from 2.5 hours out on the bike. It's cooled down a lot. It's very windy. Back to being like normal, super heavy wind as we get out here. Super really exposed out in the peak. But yeah, and then temperature is a lot lower, like 12, probably between 12 and 10 and 15 degrees the whole ride, rather than 20 to 25. So yeah, maybe not getting the heat adaptation. I think it's meant to be colder again next week, so probably need to go do some heat work at the gym to keep up that heat adaptation, because use it or lose it sort of thing. But yeah, nice study zone 2 ride. Feeling all right after having a session yesterday. Then I got an easy just recovery ride tomorrow, and then racing Upton 200 at the week on Sunday. So that should be good fun. Guys, it's Saturday. Just out on the bike for an easy hour spin. Keep the legs ticking over, and then big race tomorrow. So yeah, see how we go there. It's going to be good fun. Really long day out, 200k racing. So yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes, really. Finally on my Pro X rear wheel, after worked out what's wrong with it, got some new parts from China, and the bike shop sorted it out for me. So yeah, that's good. Got a second set of carbon wheels for the first time in like 3 months or something stupid. More than that, 5. Also trying out that tri-suit that I got from Decathlon. Not much padding on it, but it fits nicely. Maybe the reduced padding will train my ass to deal with the saddle sores. 480 grams of sugar in that one. And these ones will just be water. Actually gonna have a spare set of wheels for tomorrow.
Upton! Come on, Tom!
Just finished the racing, got back to HQ. Yeah, that was a hard day out, but managed to finish it. So first Nat B that I've actually finished, and yeah, it's a fucking hard one, like 4.5 hours in the saddle. Yeah, after about 130k, I was really struggling, getting like sort of cramps in my left side, like my left glute especially, and I was thinking, oh god, I can't be doing this. And I've taken 1 bottle from my mum already, and I'm like, okay, if I miss, and I wanted to take another one. I'm like, okay, if I miss this bottle, then I'm going to stop here. I missed the bottle, and then as soon as that happened, it was like, all right, switch on. We'll get it again next lap. So obviously I had no water that lap because I had 1 bottle with 480 grams of sugar in it that I kept on the bike at all times. That's feeding me for the whole race. And then I just changed out my water, so only just did 2 water changes with my mum. Made it a lot simpler, really. But yeah, as soon as I missed that bottle, it was like, okay, switch on, right. And I felt so much better that next lap, and then managed to grab the bottle on the following lap, so it was all right at the end of the day. And yeah, it was a hard race, but I stuck at it. A lot of people were suffering, but managed to keep it going, managed to close some gaps when there's a point where lost contact with convoy came past, and there was like I guess a 10-second gap to make up, and me and 2 other riders managed to bridge that gap to get back involved with the main race. So that was really good, and yeah, got round for the finish. On that final, coming into the final lap, like the guys who still had legs left started attacking, but you could tell that there was a lot of people in the same boat as me, just like, nah mate, I just want to get around at this point. So it wasn't a sit up and wait for someone else to attack to make it easier to bridge. It was sitting up because I'm not following that move for the final lap. So it's 20 laps of a roughly 10k circuit, and on that final lap there was a few of us that just wanted to bring it in. So I guess 8 of us rolling into the finish and just keeping it moving, getting to the finish as soon as possible without on mega tired legs. And then in the sprint, I kind of thought the finish line was further away, to be honest. So I followed a guy who I thought had gone really early. I stuck on his wheel, and someone else came round him, and then I realised the finish was really close. So I got past the guy whose wheel I was on, but I didn't go past the guy who'd come out of the slipstream. So I could have probably won that sprint from the reduced group, but came second in it. That was just my fault for thinking the finish line was further away. But I was knackered, can't blame me. 4.5 hours in the saddle, like 360 something TSS, almost 300 watts average, 330, 340 normalized or something crazy. Yeah, it's a mega day out. Yeah, just glad to have got it finished. Definitely going to take it easy tomorrow, because that is some big stimulus, you know. But yeah, good to be able to get that done, because like my training hasn't been super specific for getting around road races like this. I don't do the mega long rides, the 100-mile plus rides, which would help for this. Also, I think doing lots of tempo work and Tier 2 max repeat work would be really good for road races. But I mean, I'm more focused on that 1 hour power really, because 25-mile, 10-mile nationals, like I guess I'd really just focus on my 1 hour power this year. And for road races, the 4.5 hours, like you need to focus on that longer stuff. So yeah, just happy to get around. First Nat B, and a fucking hard one at that. So yeah.
12 laps to go. Green was 3 kilograms of Haribo, and that was won by Strava. That was the biggest win. That was won by Toby Bartlett. Don't crush the box.
Hey. What did Sam? Get to chill out and watch some proper athletes again. Come on, Tyler Billiard.
Before getting up to the front, second from the back.